guys, we have a great guest on tonight. And I did have to reschedule him about 2 or 3 weeks ago because he was very tired. But there's a reason he's very tired, because once you hear about his past and what he's doing now, you're going to go, geez, oh, Pete, I'd be tired too, right? I'm tired. Just reading his bio, I'm like, damn. So I'm really excited to have my guest on tonight. He was dancing in the background to the music. I was like, I know, right? And it's very early where he's calling in from Cyprus. I keep having people from other countries that are like 12 hours ahead of us, and they're trying to sleep. And I'm like, no, I want you to be on my show. like I'm not really working with them that well when it comes to time zones, but I'm trying. So anyway, I want to tell you a little about Usama. And I already told you guys about Usama the other week, but maybe I should tell you guys a little bit more. Because I wasn't talking behind your back, Usama. I was talking in front of your back when you were sleeping. No, I'm just kidding. No, he did not feel well. So anyway, he was born in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia. How many people have been to Saudi Arabia? Hands up. Hands up in the audience, please. So I don't know how many languages Usama speaks, but I'm going to ask him, because I said last time I was going to ask him. But he's lived in multiple countries in his life. And he also was born in, like I said, Riyadh, Saudi Arabia. I know he's lived in Africa. I better bring him on now before he goes, no, I haven't. I know he lives in Cyprus now. And I don't know where else, so he's going to let you know that. I can see him in the background. But he graduated with I have to read this. You guys, it's exhausting to read it because it's so much stuff. He began teaching around 8 years ago, but he didn't know what coaching meant, so he joined a university, which I'm assuming, and he says a university, that means like college here. He graduated with a Bachelors in Business Administration degree. He also completed his Masters of Business, specializing in, you saw it. If you watch what I said last time, I said, what exactly is transformational leadership and innovative behavior? Please discuss, everyone, and he'll let you know. He is also the founder and host of Strong 99, or Be Strong 99 on LinkedIn Live, which is a great show. But he is also a life coach for Generation Y and Z. Hello, I'm Generation X, and we have the best music, so sorry, guys. Sorry, Usama, but you know we do. We have the best music. Just ask Gabe. And he also helps people with their confidence building, mindset transformation, and harnessing talents. Usama right now, because he doesn't have enough to do, he is working as an administration officer and pursuing his Ph.D. I need a glass of water here. Just need to drink. That's a lot of stuff, right? And yes, it's the water. I just had some. He just had some too, because he was so exhausted after I said that weren't you? Anyway, you guys, I'm really excited to introduce Usama.
What's up, y'all?
Yay! Yay! Oh, you guys, guess what? He cannot be as loud as he usually is because he got in trouble.
Yeah.
He got in trouble. He got in trouble. And I am not going to get him kicked out of his dorm room. So keep it down, Usama. Keep it down. Anyway, I know you're super excited to be here. Finally, you made it. And I was on your show, what, like 7-8 months ago? Sorry. Just took me a while to.
Something. Yeah, it was something like 7 months ago.
It
Yeah,
was like 7 months ago.
7 months ago.
So Tim, the minute I started going live, and Tim's in the comments right now, what's the first thing Usama said to me? Well, when can I be on your show? And I'm like, I don't know if I'm ready for you yet. So anyway, I just don't know. Oh, we have numbers going. Okay. I don't know what the numbers
Okay,
are.
counting down from 99. I mean, 85, 86. Hey, okay, going backwards. We've got Tips on in the building.
Here.
We've got Mariella, Alexander Championship, or
Yay.
Alexander Champ.
Yeah.
Hey, we love you back, Tim.
Yes, we do, Tim.
See
Tim, we're so happy you're here because
like,
we know we're going to give a shout out to Tim right now before we forget. Tim has a show with Kara tonight about the cancer. And Tim, will you please put that? It's all bound down to the Great Wizard. That's you, Usama. It's true. But Usama or Tim, can you please put the name of your show that's going to be on at 8 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, please? Because I will say it wrong. Just like I call Usama's new show with the Fab. I call it the Fab Five. So Usama, would you like to just tell us the name of your show? With
Okay,
that.
sure.
Yes.
The Alrighty, awesome stuff. I mean, thank you. I mean, thank you so much. I mean, for having me
Thank you.
on. Super
Sorry, I did.
pumped up. I mean, GS. It's all good. It's all good. It's like I'm Dean Reggie. This one is this how it's done? I forgot it.
You did it like
Or
that,
is this
yeah.
something like that? So like this,
Uh-huh.
or I don't know. I don't know.
Right.
Whichever way. Okay. And then
We'll
you
just start
just
you with
go
that, yeah.
rawr and
I'm pretty
all of that.
strong right now. I know.
Nah, I was not born in 1999. I was born in 1996.
What?
2 years earlier. Yeah.
Change it.
Yep.
Turn the 9 and the 6 the other way, and that's when I was born.
Is that right? That's
I know, right?
really just simplified. Yeah,
I
yeah.
know, right?
But Maria,
Exactly.
Maria, thanking you so much. I
Yeah,
mean, for
thank
making me
you.
younger. Thank you so much for making me younger. But yeah.
Hilarious.
Okay. Getting down to the wizard. Yeah, that's about it. So now
But
you're saying
oh,
about the Fab Five, right?
but yeah,
Okay.
I'm gonna go backwards for a minute because last time Mary Alice Stockman was here and she goes, "Excuse me, but where's Usama? Where are you?" And I'm like, I can't get it to go live. So anyway, it went live, just not with you because you were not feeling well. So anyway, that's okay. Start with the
Okay.
Fab Five again, please. Interrupted.
Alrighty, no worries. No, don't worry about it. Cool. In that regard, so with the Fab Five, I mean, each one of us, I mean, has got a significant gift, or significant talent, or some sort of strength, if you may. Yeah, guys, please do check it out. I believe it's gonna be after an hour and a half.
Yeah.
Do please, definitely,
Yeah.
do please,
8 p.m.
definitely
Eastern
do
Standard
check it
Time.
out. Afterwards, it's gonna be with Kara. Oh,
Yeah.
it's even way higher than Jennifer. She's even way higher than Jennifer Lopez. Major kudos to Kara.
Yeah.
And so this is basically when we all got to know each other, because when I was on Elizabeth's show, and then Inger was on the show as
Mhm.
well, Aya, and then as well Alex also hopped on,
Mhm.
and this is when literally afterwards we started to see it's like, hey, we click along all too well. So, and then because we all knew that all of us have got specific talent, that's why when we hopped on a Zoom call, we was like, hey, let's think of this. Like, how about we think of a specific name? How about we think of a significant? So this is actually where afterwards we're like, so I was thinking of Power Rangers, or the Powerpuff Five, or Fantastic Five, just all of that sorts of things. And then, but of course, Inger came up with an amazing suggestion, and that is Life with Five, which is Fab Five. So each one of us represents something.
What did
Like
I call it? Mhm.
Anger
Yep.
represents Ubuntu, which means I am because of all we are. And then I Fikri represents positivity, i.e., positivity freak. And then Elizabeth, of course, represents kindness, kindness incorporated, the legend herself. And of course, we've got Alexander Flaming, or Alex Championship, or Alex Championship. I mean, gotta call him that highest regards of all. He represents resilience, and for my side, it's strength. So yeah.
Yeah. But I'm the self-proclaimed princess because there's already a queen in their show, and then Russ Hedges. I told Russ he had to be the king, so this would be like the king, the princess, and then everybody here, the other five, right?
Okay.
So they
Yeah.
keep telling me I'm the princess, but I have not been on the show yet, so I'm not the princess yet. He's like, okay, that's great. By the way, is it 139 where you live, or 140?
Yeah,
148?
it's it's gonna be the next one is gonna be on the 4th of yeah, 4th of January. Still, so yeah.
But I was just saying, is it 141 in the morning where you live?
Oh, okay. Yep,
Because
it's
Marsha said that.
1:41 a.m.
Oh, it's
Yep.
not Marsha.
Yep, it's yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Mariella. Yep.
Ariella said that, yes. Yep.
Hey, hello there, Marcia Reeks. How's it going?
Yes, Marsha. We're like, come on, Marsha, speak.
Open any direction you want to take it. Any question, or
Does
whoever
anybody
from the
have a
audience
question
wants to ask any
before he
questions.
falls asleep? Any questions?
Nah, anything, whichever.
Anything, anything. But
Yeah.
anyway, how many languages do you speak?
Okay. What would you like me to touch on?
How many languages have you spoken? Can you speak? Arabic,
Um,
obviously, English.
of course, Arabic, English, Turkish, Russian, and Swahili.
Hmm. I don't think that's enough. Just saying.
Right?
Can you learn to speak Spanish too?
No,
No.
I can't speak Spanish, but no. But I'm a huge fan of languages, so I would love to learn it someday. So
Do you need more words? So you speak what, 5?
yeah,
I'm gonna take these off because I'm hearing a
okay.
little feedback. Sorry, guys. Yeah.
I can't hear you, Jenny. We can't hear you. Okay. So so we'll be operated on the greatest. Oh, I can't sing. My bad. You're muted. You're muted. You're muted.
You guys, you can't take off
Yeah.
earphones echoing because then they can't hear me.
It's no worries, no worries. It's all
Okay.
good.
I apologize
And
for that. Oh,
it's all
look
good.
at
Don't
that.
worry about it.
Look at that.
Yeah. Oh, okay. How do you have a sweet heart? Because a huge heart because of all of you guys. All of you guys have got a massive heart.
Love.
Love.
Big love.
Yep.
Big love.
That kind of like love. And
Yeah.
yeah. And the previous one. I mean, I wouldn't say exactly that I do have a huge, but I mean, to feel and love what everybody, I mean, to feel what other people love as well.
Yeah.
So, for instance, why not actually go out of our way with our clean intention to love others? Because love is an incubation. Whatever we give
Yes.
out has its way actually of coming back into the world.
It's true.
That's what basically what it is. I mean, that's why there is a narration from Prophet Muhammad, peace and blessings be upon him, when he said, I mean, none of you has faith until you love for your neighbor what you love for
Mhm.
yourself. Or for instance, a stranger. Or for instance, there's also another one that says one for your brother, what you love for yourself, or for a stranger. So this is actually all of that with the, basically with the love and love intentionally, immeasurably, without expecting anything. I'm in the Turkish Republic of Northern Cyprus,
Yes.
so that's
Yes.
where I'm located.
And
And
guess what?
yeah, and to
Not to
always carry
interrupt.
that. Go ahead.
Not to interrupt. I'm sorry. I don't like to interrupt. I really don't, guys. But
It's
and
okay.
gals. But Mackenzie just dropped in, and they just had the fundraiser for Mackenzie. DJ did. So she just wanted to pop in and say hi to you.
What?
Yep.
Yeah, sure. No
Yeah. So here
worries.
she is.
Man, hey, Damon. Hey, Damon
Wow.
Mackenzie. How's it
Yay.
going, my man?
Yeah.
Appreciate. Thank you so much for tuning in. Hey, we just see a couple of questions around here,
Yeah.
and
Hey, Damon. Thanks for stopping in.
okay,
Hi, Damon.
mm,
Damon just said he was going to stop by.
okay,
So that's great. So
okay.
Tim.
So yeah, Tim. Yeah, that kind of question. It's
You can
okay.
hear
I
me
mean, if
twice.
you know what, I
You
mean,
guys get to hear me twice? You can just hear me twice if you want.
yeah, I get to hear the two twice.
You can hear me twice because I know you love me. I'm not his girlfriend.
Aww.
I don't. I always tell them like,
Wow.
you have so many girls that want to be your
Wow.
girlfriend. It's true. It's true. I was supposed to say that. That was my trigger word, wasn't it?
Wow.
That I love you?
No. No.
I know. We have to. Oh, what's that? Oh, Excuse me. So, oh, no, he's not here yet, but that's okay. Anyway, so tell us some more about your schooling right now. So you're going to get your PhD, but PhD in what? Excuse me, it's kind of cold here, guys. Um,
No worries, no problems. It's all good.
mhm.
I'm currently doing, of course, a PhD in business administration, but I'm hoping to specialize, in either solopreneurship or entrepreneurship and personal branding. Or I'm still actually along that phase where because there's several amazing topics. So I was even thinking of organizational culture and how basically does it imply so significantly or apply so significantly to the implementation, for instance, of innovation, productivity, or something. So along the line, because I'm still in my very first semester, so in the very first, perhaps maybe in the last year or something, this is where basically we'll start writing off the thesis and publications and whatnot. So yeah.
Mm.
What business will you be administrating? No, no, I will not be, but because of based of the degree, but it's based of the degree. But of course, in the thesis wise, this is the moment where you get to pick. Actually, you choose a topic. So I'm really definitely so yeah. If you need
Mm.
a research project for your doctorate or grad grade one, oh, thanks
It's a
so
great one.
much.
She has a great one for you. She does. Yeah.
Ah,
There's gonna be a
thanks,
little
thanks.
bit
I
of connection
appreciate you.
here. Because everybody's like connecting in the
Hey,
comments, so which is great. Um,
hey. Alrighty. Oh, we've got Alexandra Rosa in the building.
Alexandra,
Dr.
thank
Alexandra
you.
Rosa.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, look at
Yeah,
that.
and she's on her
It is
final
serious stuff.
semester, actually. Major kudos. Yeah,
Wow.
and she's actually on her final semester. Alexandra, she's on her final semester.
Oh,
She's doing PhD in nursing, and major kudos as well. She's doing a lot of great things. From Instagram Live, and recently, actually, she was a guest as well of Be Strong 99 as
yeah.
well. So yeah, it was an
It's
amazing
great.
conversation. The
It was.
show was off the chart. It was remarkable, although the networking the networking connectivity on that day, it was not operating as it should have been, but we rolled along with it. So yeah.
So Damon just said your PhD equals serious stuff. It does.
Well,
That's
in
crazy.
life in general, just like
Yeah.
in life, it requires definitely, dedication and commitment towards anything that we put our mind in. Just like what my mom says. Just like if you don't like it, you won't make it.
Right. I think Tim
So
was. I think
yeah,
Tim was acting like your dad. Tim was being a dad. He's like, "Excuse me, but what exactly are you going to get with that PhD? How much is it going to cost me? You don't even know what you're doing." Right.
nah.
So I know. Right.
Nah.
Oh.
Hey, Mark
Oh,
Lee's
I
in the
know.
building. Hey, double the trouble.
Well, you missed the
Yes,
first part,
I
Mark.
know.
See, I told him to be
Go
quiet,
ahead.
not to scream and yell, Mark. So I kept him under control so he doesn't get kicked out of his place. See, I was the
Yep.
mom. Thank you, Mark. That's very nice. Oh, that's very nice.
Beautiful and classy
Thank
Jenny
you.
Gold.
I don't know if I do the classy right now because if you guys notice, I don't know how to do it. That's my new electric wheelchair. So now you can go on pee breaks. Great. That's not why the government gave that to me, by the way, but it makes things easier. Because if I'm on a 4-hour show,
Yeah,
then
that hard.
I could just block you guys and I could go to the
Mm,
bathroom with my electric wheelchair, and come back quickly and safely. This
yep.
is not about me, but as you guys know, I want to come back to it for a minute because I said to Usama, he knows that my podcast is all about autoimmune diseases. So we were going to go from A to Z, and everybody can pick an autoimmune disease, and Usama can decide which one he has, or the name that he likes. I'm just kidding. We're just kidding about that, but we were joking about that because he's like, I still don't have one. I'm like, well, you could just ask everybody to pick one. No,
Tesla.
I know, right?
Hopefully. Sh- well,
Well, that's
I mean, we don't.
that's
I don't know. I mean, we're good. I mean, for the meanwhile, I guess.
we're good. For the pee break, we don't need pee breaks right now. I don't need that right now. So you're gonna be
A
running Tesla
Tesla.
soon? Oh,
Hmm.
Mark likes to
Oh
make
man,
these
who
things up.
knows? I mean, probably Tesla will be. Perhaps Tesla will be sponsoring all of our shows. I mean, who
Mm-hmm.
knows? Just
Mine
putting it
too.
out there.
This one too. I mean,
Yeah,
maybe they have a
that's
Tesla
why I said
electric
like all of our
wheelchair,
shows,
right? See, someone figure
right?
out that. Yeah, what if there's an electric
And
wheelchair that's
imagine
made
it.
by Tesla?
And yeah,
Saying
and imagine also if if it's a flying wheelchair. You know, I'm way too imaginative at some
Jetsons.
point.
The Jetsons. Mark Lee likes the
It's like.
Jetsons. Right. Like in their bus Jenny's like flying to California. I'm like, oh, no, that's what I want to do. Oh, well, now we're going to do this.
Okay.
He wants to page Tesla. Or Mark Lee, can you please do that for us? That'd be really nice. You can
Yo,
page Tesla
Maria
for us.
Rouse is in the building. What's good?
Yeah. Oh, I think you already done
Okay.
it. Do it.
Okay.
Or
Are
if
you
like a
hoping to
corporation.
work with a corporation or an entrepreneur? I would say both. I'd say both, but
Oh,
of course, in the long term, actually speaking from that regard, I mean, hopefully, my one of my greatest dream is of course, to be a global professor lecturer, to be speaking across the globe, and and of course at the same time to be a world-renowned life coach as well, an entrepreneur, and live streaming. Of course, is going to continue the way how it is, and hopefully, of course, working with organizations here and there to help to make the world a better place as much as we possibly can by spreading confidence, diligence, so that people will be able to make a difference in the best way they can. So yeah. Woo! Woo! Elizabeth and Doug is in the building, y'all. Kindness and cooperator right there. Appreciate you so much for tuning in. Appreciate the support.
great. No, you. We have Alex. We have Elizabeth. I'm going to come on here. I'm missing Ignore. I'm saying
Anger. Yep.
Inger, yes, Inger is getting her. Well, she's getting hers too, but Io is too. Actually, Inger might be flying to South Africa. Did she leave already?
Hey,
She might be flying.
Elizabeth is. Nah, she's doing amazing.
Hi.
Hello there, Elizabeth, the kindness and cooperator right there.
Yeah. I'm not that kind because I
Yep,
haven't been
of
invited
course.
yet to be on our show.
Uh-huh.
I haven't been invited to be on
There. Mm-hmm. I guess. Can you guys hear us? Because it seems like a little bit. I mean, Jenny. I mean, it seems like a little bit it's breaking up on the point or something. But hey, no problems, guys. We got it going on. I mean, we got it going on. You can see actually how Jenny was literally killing the show. She was absolutely nailing it from the introduction to actually handling the comments and responding to some of the questions. So we got it going on, y'all. We got it going on. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's see actually what some of you guys are doing, what some of you guys are up to, and no, it's not gonna be my show. It's gonna be our show for the meanwhile. Oh my, it seems like Jenny. It seems like she's having some struggles along the way, but hey, no problems. We got it. We got it going on, y'all. No problems. We're gonna be rolling along with it, y'all. So let's see, Devin. I mean, we see a lot of wonderful people actually. Alrighty. Oh, and she's back. She's back.
I think
She's
Usama probably took over and said, she's out of here. I can kick her out. I know, right? But I came back. Actually, what on the Justice? Actually, they came down and got me, and they brought me back. Just went to a star planet or something.
Yep.
I don't know. But
yeah.
thank you for giving,
That's a little glitch.
yeah, give it up for me,
Yep.
Tim. Thank
Let's
you.
give it up for let's give it
We
up.
learned these
Woo!
things in Tim's class. Yeah, yeah.
Mm. He's the man. He's the man. Yeah,
So,
but she's great.
thank
Yeah,
you.
Jenny, definitely. I mean,
Thank you, sweetie. Thank you. Tim actually taught me how to come back. He goes, you know what? Just because they start going like that, all squirrely, you just keep talking. Or you just do what you gotta do. I'm like, okay. Russ John's taught me that too.
Yep. There we
He
go.
said, yeah, yeah. It's called Comcast. Xfinity.
Yep.
I actually have a
And
producer today, and it's beautiful Usama. Thank you.
what? No.
That's why he was able to
shares,
go.
man.
That's right.
Okay, what people would like to
That's
know
why.
about?
Thank
Well,
you.
it's an island that it's well known. You're the man, Tim. You're the man. You're the legend. Right back at you. And
Yeah.
so back to Mark Lee's question. It's like, okay, well, it's citrus. It's a citrus place, and so that's what it's known for. Citrus, like for instance, like lemons, oranges. Of
Yeah.
course, the most native language that's spoken around here is the Turkish language. Of course, there's some places that, of course, generally speak in English. Definitely, I mean, like universities, some of the companies, and so on and so forth. But yeah, I mean, I would say, yeah, I mean, there's some really good people out there. I mean, helpful, supportive, and stuff like that. But yeah,
Right. Do you Usama, do you ever
nah,
take courses from other countries? Because I know there are a lot of people. Okay.
like no, go ahead. What sort of courses? Online courses,
I
you
was
mean?
just gonna say, yeah, I was just wondering because I know, yeah, online because I know that some people in your group, your FAB Five, some of them are taking courses in other countries, like in Australia or Canada or things like that, and getting their degrees that way, like courses and degrees that way too. So I know if
Uh,
you're doing that.
for me, nah, come on, there's nothing. I mean, nah, no date actually. Here's a fun fact. I mean, I'm not even dating. I'm just all to myself. So yeah, not dating. Nah.
I know. A lot of girls
So
are not just girls, but women that are after him. I'm just saying.
no.
I get the text messages. I do. Look at him. He's like, no. Maybe one day. It's true. People love you.
I
You know.
love them back. I mean, I gotta love them all.
Oh.
I love them all. Why not? Mm. Yeah, Tropicana. Yep,
No,
such
why
a
not?
great one.
Exactly.
Great juice. Yeah, where were we? So I guess so. Yeah, and that. Yeah, guess about it.
You're talking about the countries you've also lived in because we got off on the languages.
Yeah,
So what countries have you lived
yeah.
in?
I lived in Saudi Arabia. I mean, my whole life. So I was born and raised there and
Yes.
everything.
Yes.
But of course, I'm kind of mixed of it. Literally 4 different countries. So because my greatest heritage is from Oman, that's a country in the Middle East.
Yep.
And then, of course,
Yep.
afterwards, after some time, of course, definitely, then they migrate to Yemen. And then from Yemen, they migrated to Kenya. That's where my parents were born. And then my parents afterwards, they migrated to Saudi Arabia. That's where, inclusively, where me and as well as my siblings, we were born and raised in Saudi Arabia. So, but of course, today my
Okay.
siblings, they're in Canada. They're married and everything. So I'm proudly an uncle of 5. So yeah.
Wow. Wow.
Yep.
So how many brothers and sisters do you have?
I have 2 sisters.
Oh, he's
I'm the
gonna give you
youngest.
a. Yep.
I'm the youngest. Oh, yep.
Oh, interesting. Yeah.
Yep.
So one last thing because we are at a half hour and I know that people are probably a little tired, including you. I appreciate you so
No,
much
no,
for
it's
coming
okay.
on tonight with me.
No worries.
So I was just going to ask you. Can you tell us more what you guys are going to be doing with I call them the FAB Five, but they told me not to call them that. But you're the FAB Five. So do you guys have anything coming up that you want to share with us, or they kind of make you sort of secrecy? So Yeah.
Well, we've got actually the upcoming. We'll be pursuing it. I mean, like we're usually live twice a month. So fourth, the next
Okay.
show will be on the 4th of January, and then the upcoming one will be on the 18th of January. So twice, so a week. So yeah, that's generally about it. I mean, we'll be just basically talking about our strength in that regard and how did all of it connect us to all of us and stuff. So yeah, yep.
Yep. And the
Good
other thing is
question,
that
Alex. Alexandria's got. Oh, sorry. There we go.
oh,
Are any of
oh,
your
you need
siblings
to
or family
get
into
out of
live
that. There you
streaming?
go.
No, no, neither of them actually. They're not the fans actually of cameras per se. They're not. Well, besides my father, because my father has been giving lectures for really long time. I mean, like almost 30 years or something. Of course, religious lectures he's
Mhm.
been giving for a while, so that's why.
That's nice. Um, is that what you excite? Is that what you decided to do? What you're doing right now? Like with now, I know why. Right now, it just came to me. Now I know why they're going backwards counting because of your Be Strong or the
Mm,
Strong
mm,
99 show, the
yep.
the Be Strong 99. That's why. Do you connect that? Because I did not connect that. I'm sorry.
That's all
Yeah,
right.
I did not connect it.
Uh, s- so
Mhm.
basically, you're saying about the because I remember Tim asked the question, "What's the story behind Be Strong 99?" Right? I think Tim has asked that question. Yeah, yeah.
Mhm.
In that
Yeah,
regard,
he
because
did.
I'm a
That's when they
huge
started
fan.
going. Yeah.
Yeah, and I mean, because I'm a huge fan of Brooklyn Nine Nine, and
Hmm.
so that's why actually this is where actually I got the number 99 from. But of course, by the encouragement and actually in support of Karina Dorothy Creel, God bless her, where she was like, "How about you make it?" Because I thought of a brand to make it be strong, to be strength, made to be all of that. But then afterwards, where when I was with Karina Dorothy Creel, she goes like, "How about Be Strong 99?" Since you're a huge fan of Brooklyn 99, and the reason being of Brooklyn 99 is because it's filled with strength, confidence, teamwork, mentorship, leadership, friendship, companionship. All of those things. I thought of bridging it together, and I was like, okay, how about if I were to bring it forward? And for almost like more than 2 years plus, I've always wanted, I would say like almost 3 years or beyond that, I've always been thinking about starting actually an either a live show or broadcast that is regarded to strength, that's regarded to confidence, so that people literally can find the strength within themselves. They can be comfortable in their own skin, in their own image, and to be visualizing of the fact that everyone is beautiful, everyone is remarkable, everyone has got greatness in them, and to help them acknowledge that, as opposed to not making others to make them feel that they're not, or they're not worthy or not. So this is what it is. I mean, to allow people to have their own voice, because and so yeah, that's actually what's about it. I mean, because of several years ago or something like that, so let's say more than 10 years or something, where at a young age or something, when I was around 13, 14, this is when I experienced bullying, discrimination, racism, and all that sorts of regard. So as a result, I mean, after with that experience, actually going forth, I was thinking about I wouldn't want someone to feel that way in the any shape or regard. I mean, to make people feel loved. I mean, even if it's not physically, but words hurt more than wounds. I mean, that's why they say sticks and stones can
Hmm.
hurt my bones, but
Yeah.
words would never hurt me, which is actually ultimately false. I mean, words hurt more than anything. Words, they cut so deeply more than any knife, right? That's why they
True.
say. I mean, be careful of three things. If you were to lose your wealth, i.e., money, you lose nothing. If you were to lose your health, you lose something. But if you were to lose your character, you lose everything, because that's the utmost, or
Yeah.
I mean, caliber of it all. I mean, character is what keeps us moving forward. Character, it's literally what keeps us moving. And heart more than wounds, 100%. Like right there, I wholeheartedly agree with you. And so, yeah, this is actually
Yeah.
genuinely, I mean, to preach it forward and to practice and to allow people moving forward along the way. And we've got Russ Jones in the building. How's it going? We've got a gift and a message to share. 135% right there. Could not
Yeah.
agree more. Yep. So yeah.
And Wes, did he just give a really great sermon? You did, Usama. You just gave a really great sermon. You did. I mean, that's why people like to listen to you. I was like waiting for this to come out. I'm like, I know you're kind of sleeping right now, but could you just wake up and give us your 911, not 911, but your 99 speech, not 911, but 99 speech? Because usually you have a quote from them. And I was going to ask you what your favorite quote was from them. And then
From Brooklyn
your
Nine-Nine. Yeah, there's lots.
yeah,
Because
yeah.
okay,
Usually
so what
you're like sprouting them out.
from Brooklyn Nine-Nine, I mean, there several instances actually that struck a core actually in the way of how I think, in the way how I try to operate it, and to instill it into shows and wherever I converse with. Like for instance, from season number 5, episode 22, as it says, life is unpredictable. Not everything is in our control, but so long as we're with the right people, we can handle everything. And then, of course, from season 6, episode 3, as it says, life is chaos. Success is arbitrary, but when you have confidence, you have everything. And at the same time, I mean, season 6, episode 8, as it generally says, two steps forward, one step back is still one step forward. So yeah.
Yeah. I'm so impressed with that because I used to live in LA, right? And I had all these friends in the industry, and they couldn't tell you like season blah blah blah, show this and that. I mean, they worked on these things. They'd be like, you know, the one that had so and so in it. I'm like, I don't know. I'm like, you should know because you wrote it or you were working on it, right? But I swear, Usama, you know more than most people do in Hollywood. You really do,
No, I don't
which I
necessarily
think is
recommend
amazing.
that because you're amazing. You're phenomenal at yourself. So is everybody in the comments. I mean, everybody's got a specific talent. I
Yeah.
mean, we'll always. I mean, it goes back to the quote of Albert Einstein when he said, "The more I read, the more I research, the more I realize of how much I do not know." And even as Dr. Seuss said it brilliantly, he said, like, the more we read, the more we learn, the more we grow, the more we realize how much we don't know. So we feel like we haven't even scratched the surface. So of the fact actually claiming that we know everything, we actually know nothing. And so it's we just continue growing. I mean, to be on that growth mindset and to generally actually to grow and to help others actually find their strength, find their talent. Because we're living in times in dilemma where negativity is rampant. I mean, it's almost everywhere and everywhere. So some of them actually aren't able to find their own voice due to certain traumas that actually what they've been facing, or certain bullying
Right.
that what they're undergoing through, and all sorts of things and negativity
Right.
that's going on board. And then sometimes with so sometimes people with certain I would say certain illnesses or something they get to be made fun of or something they're making them feel of that as though they're less. It makes no difference really.
Right.
I mean, it makes no difference. I mean, even in there's actually one of the YouTubers called Darman. He said a disability is just another unique ability. So
Right.
it's just something that's so
It's true.
special actually in everyone and anyone. So everybody deserves to be loved, everybody deserves to be encouraged, and everybody at the same time to be deserve to be moving forward in any way they can. And so yeah.
Yes. So don't give up. Essentially, what you're saying is not to give up. I guess that's what you're saying. Because we all go through different trials and tribulations and things, right? But but we make it through. I mean, a lot of us don't have. Many people, I should say, don't have that to keep going. But why are we here? We're here to change people's lives and help people and things like that, not just crawl up in a ball underneath my desk, which would not be easy for me anyway. So you're just going to keep seeing me here in front of the screen. But if I could, I might,
Mm.
someday. But
That's okay.
but I really really appreciate you. But I was going to say though, Mark Lee
Likewise.
said that Tropicana, yes, thank you. Mark Lee said that I should have Tropicana host or
Kind
whatever podcast not podcast. Maybe he's saying that because I have a sore throat. That could be why. It's been really cold here now. So and you remember it was really hot in the summer and like 2 weeks ago, like 80 degrees. I'm like, what is happening? Now it's like 13 or 19. I'm like, oh, you know. So get ready. And so I know it's getting cooler over there too, isn't it?
It's getting cold, but it's nothing compared to to where you guys are at. I mean, it's pretty sure. I assume that it's way, way, way colder than ever. But
Okay.
yeah.
Well,
But it could
that's
get
okay.
like
Things happen.
like
Things
today.
change, right?
I love this one. I mean, I love what Mark Lee says. Something really powerful. We live in a society
Oh,
extinguishingly dependent on science and technology, in which hardly anyone knows anything about science and tech. Woo! That's powerful.
mm-hmm.
That's
Yeah.
powerful. That's really powerful.
Let's see
Yep.
what's going on
Russ
here.
Jones says
It's
like
really
we
funny.
don't
I
know.
keep
Go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead. You do it.
no, it's really cute because I keep forgetting that we have two producers today, me and him, me and Usama. And so I'm like, I was trying to click on some people. And I'm like, why isn't it coming up? And I'm like, because you probably were too, Elizabeth. So I was like, why won't it go up? Why won't it go up? And they're like, I think I stopped doing it, and then you were like, you're going to take over. But yes, all these are very. Oh, Mary Ellen just got kicked out too.
How's it going? She joined us all the way from Facebook because LinkedIn, but
Why?
no problem. We really appreciate your love and
Yeah.
support. Definitely. I mean, definitely appreciate you.
Mm-hmm. But did you want to do a timeout, or did you get to LinkedIn jail?
Oh yeah, I've heard about.
Who would think that I would get into LinkedIn jail? I did not get. I was not the type of person that would be in LinkedIn jail, but I did win a nice camera that I have up here, which my picture's a lot better today. And Russ, Tim, I figured out how to do it. So yes, and you saw. I think I sent you a picture of it too, saying I don't know if this is gonna work for me. So let's see here.
I love this one. That is powerful. Imagination will carry us to the world that never were,
Yeah.
but without it, we'll go nowhere. Another slogan quote. Very that I agree with that. That one actually connects to the statement as well, to the quote of Albert Einstein when he said, "Imagination is everything. It's the preview to life's coming attraction." And he also said, I mean, imagination is way above the knowledge because it's limited to what we know and what we experience. So, as well, and that towards that regard. I mean, so yeah.
Mariella, I'm so glad that you were able to meet up with us tonight, because you did try really hard to come on last year, 3 weeks ago, whenever it was. But so thank you.
Of course, anytime. Glad that I was able to catch up with both of you. Yeah, absolutely. Glad to see you, my brother. I mean, glad to see you. And Russ Jones, we gotta hop on a Zoom call someday, my man. I gotta hop on a Zoom call. Love to hop on a Zoom call.
Wait. I don't think you're not a pirate yet, are you, Usama? Usama, you're supposed to be a pirate by now. You become a pirate if you go on a restaurant show. You become a pirate. Now, if you go on a restaurant show, he wants you on a show, but you have to book to be on a show. But he would love for you to be on there. But you become a pirate. That's the only way you could become one. Right?
Absolutely. And then at the same time, we'd love to have him on the show as well.
Imagine being on a show right now.
And I would love to have him on as well. I'd love to have him on as well. Yes, I'll sponsor the show.
You are a pirate, actually. Yeah.
And Alexandra Rosa.
I don't. If you have any CBD stuff, that'd be great. But thanks, Mark. That's a great idea. But I don't usually use the halls anymore. When I was a kid, do you have halls over there? Do you have any of the cigarettes or anything for your sore throat you would suck on? Like little hard candies? If you have a sore throat, someone?
Oh, so if I were to have any sore throat, what do I eat to to alleviate the pain?
Well, so yeah.
So for me, it's like I depend on natural stuff. So for instance, let's say if it's a tea with ginger, honey. So I
Yeah,
go all traditionally because
yeah,
of major kudos actually to my mom, to my dad actually towards that regard. Because
yes,
yeah, this is a little bit of inside
yeah.
scoop. I'm not really a huge fan of medications. Yeah, I do use Panadols and whatnot, those kind of things, but I'm not really a fan. I don't like medications that much. Okay, you guys are doing. It seems like too we
It's
got
doing it. There you go. Maybe because we have so
okay.
many comments here, and I'm.
Yeah,
Oh,
dropping the mic.
thank you,
Good
Ross.
deal. Yep, absolutely. Let's do it, brother. Anytime, anytime, anytime. Appreciate it. Honey in the
I made the
microwave
connection.
for
I
10
made the connection.
seconds.
I made the connection.
Yeah. Oof.
What? Oh, is that one?
Much love. Yes, definitely. May it be
Yeah,
better.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I love the
Oof.
ginger,
Oh,
ginger and lemon. Oh,
yep. Oh, this is a powerful. A single act of kindness throws out roots in all directions, and the roots springs up and make new trees. Wow, 100. I could not. Woo!
yeah. And look at this
Invite.
one.
I'd
Look at
love
that one.
to. Yeah,
I told
I
you.
would love to,
I
brother.
told you this
Likewise,
will happen.
likewise,
Yeah.
likewise. Yeah,
hmm
yeah,
Yeah.
I would love to as well. At the
Yes,
same
it's
time, I
very
would love to
exciting.
have you on the show. So,
Sama,
dropping
you're
the
dropping
mic.
the
I mean,
mic.
no, I can't drop anything because we still. So yeah, dropping the wallet right there.
You're, you're so quiet. And it's so hard for you. It's so we didn't like scream and yell. I could have done that here, but my throat's all yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, here we
I.
go. Honey in the microwave.
Oh,
Yep, I love that. Instead of any gulp it down. Yeah. It's exactly what I love. It's very good actually. Thank you.
mm,
Is it the
it's
hot
like what's your
toddy?
favorite?
Does anybody know it's
Well,
the hot
as
toddy?
they call it, like English. Come again? You're saying?
Me?
Div crystals.
No, I was just
So
saying,
Mark
does
Lee has
anyone
asked,
know
"What's
it's in the hot
my?"
toddy?
I don't know.
Crystals.
That crystals.
He's like, I
I don't
do.
think so. No,
Like,
I don't
oh,
think
this
if
isn't
I
a
do.
crystal though. But I do have this thing here. Look at this one. It's back. It's going to be backwards for you guys. No, it's not actually. My healing stone.
No, 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 no.
It says healing.
I don't.
No, you just said no.
Oh, okay.
No
No, no,
stones.
no.
You're like, no stones.
No, no, no. I don't.
Like,
I don't
no.
use any
Um,
stones. I don't use either of that. So, and then,
yeah.
so Mark Lee asked, "What's my favorite tea?" So, I don't have a favorite when it comes to tea
Yeah.
per se. I don't have a favorite. I would say I love them all. I love all kinds of tea. So yeah.
All right. So, are you team tea or team coffee?
So I'm not that
Is
much. I don't drink coffee
is
that
Tim still
much.
here?
So once
I don't either.
I don't know. hmm And
No, that Tim
we've
might
got a
disown you.
couple.
He might disown you because there's team tea and team coffee. He's saying. So he does. Get that one. Oh,
And yeah,
you've
we
been on
got
the show.
yeah. I'm
You
really
haven't
looking
you haven't
forward
been on
to it.
Mark Lee's show? No.
No, I don't think if I have.
Uh,
hmm
no, not Mark Lee's. Mark Lee think he wants you to be on a show, which he has a great show also. So let's see here. But you guys, we should all wish everybody a great 2022, right?
Upon to everyone. Yep. May you
Someone
have
says
a
no.
blessed year.
Yes.
Hello,
Yeah.
Crystal Layden. How's it
Hi,
going?
Krista. We went to high school together. She's a wonderful
Wow.
dancer, very very well known dancer, right, Krista? Yeah.
hmm
And
As it is the work to make
stuff like
it
this.
the
And
way.
he's
Cindy
the other
Francis.
way.
Oh yeah, love that. That's really a great one. Yep.
Oh, here comes a big one. Here comes a big one right here. Use copper.
Oh,
The copper.
copper. Hmm.
My copper thing. That's the copper. offered the copper, but the thing is, that's what Marcia does. That's what she wants to talk to you about.
Okay.
Before Alex uses this. Remember this thing on that 4-hour show in the morning on Saturday? This is what we use to get rid of the bacteria and viruses and everything. But that will keep you well. Yes, we will use the copper. Yes. Chai tea. Is it like
Chai tea, yeah. Chai
Yeah.
tea. Team tea here. Whoop whoop.
tea? Oh,
Major.
yes. Oh, I think Tim's off now, so we can say whatever we want. No coffee. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, who's not here is Carl Sullivan. That's okay because it's late there.
Yep. Oh, I would love to. I would equally love to you to have you on the show as well. I'd love to have you on the show as well. Yeah, and I'd love to be on your show as well. Yep. Let's do it. Let's do it. Anytime, let's do it. It would be
That's
an
what
honor.
I do. You guys, this is what I do. This is what I do. I
Yeah.
introduce people. They become friends. They become partners, business partners, etc. There you go. Yep. So this is a stay well copper. That's what it's called. Usama. I think she might have some clients over in the Middle East actually. So, yep. Anyway, so we are going on an hour. We're up like 52 minutes, and I was not going to do this today, but I did. So because it's you, Usama, and I knew this was going to happen. All these people are going to come in and be like, "Oh my God, it's Usama! It's so awesome, right?" But we need to have a couple more jokes come out of you. I know it's like 4 a.m. Like, what is it there? What is it there? Come on, you can do it. 3? Is it 3 a.m? He can't even see right now. He's so tired.
Is
it 3 a.m?
Right now it's it's almost 2:30. It's almost 2:30 a.m. right now.
Oh, I'm sorry. Oh.
No, it's
Anyway,
not
does
biggie.
anybody else have
So
any
you said
questions?
yes.
Does anybody else have any questions
Yeah.
for you?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, feel free. I'm open to any sorts of questions, so I'm completely open. And you said something about jokes. Yeah, you said something about jokes
Yeah.
a couple moments ago, right? I know I'm not really a joker per
Yeah.
se. I just say it randomly. I mean, I just say it. I don't know if I'm considered to be funny per se, but I just consider myself to be goofy per se. I just go along with it, whatever it's in my mind. Sometimes I'll just say it, and that's it. But yeah.
So he's like, we're like, he said what? You're like, I don't know. On the floor, like, I don't know, like that sort of thing. But no, I'm really happy that I had you on today. So you want to tell everybody how they can get in touch with you? We do it on your scan. You don't have to think going down there.
Okay, yeah.
What type of producer are you? No, I'm just kidding.
Okay.
Here. No,
my bad.
See, we're trying to be dual producers here.
Yeah. Oh, okay, we can. It's at night. I can't scream out that loud.
I know, right? We got it up, you guys. So that's his Gmail, and he also connect with him on LinkedIn. He loves to meet people on LinkedIn. What about Facebook?
Facebook, I do use, but I'm not as active. I'm not as active on Facebook.
Okay. Right. And how about are you on what's it called, YouTube? Are you on YouTube?
Yeah, YouTube. I just use it as per streaming. Yeah, it goes on straight up to YouTube. So it's by the same name. I mean, it's just like Usama, Zeid, Bashir, Salim, the same way.
Right.
And I just remembered. Mark Lee a couple of moments ago asked how many siblings and brothers or siblings do I have? Yes, I do have. Okay, I do have 2 sisters. So I'm the youngest. So I just have 2 sisters. Alrighty, wonderful question right here. It's like, how about those who consider themselves givers but never show up or actually support anyone except for themselves and their brand? So this is actually, I wouldn't say necessarily they're givers. So this one I wouldn't necessarily define it as we wouldn't necessarily define it as givers. That's more of takers. So I'll give you a simple example. Like you have, I mean those that major major influencers that you see them on Instagram or something like that. They'll be like, "Oh yeah, I do this, I do that." So out of the blue, I mean, goodness, kindness, it lies from the intention. As in the wordings of Prophet
Yeah.
Muhammad, peace and blessings be upon him, he says, "Intention, innamal a'malu binniyat." Intention, actions are based off intentions. Where does intention lies? It lies from the heart. So the heart speaks out loud way prior to basically just saying it to the world. I mean, the heart will eventually. I mean, hate does not override hate, only love will do. I mean, darkness does not override darkness. Only light will do, because light opens up the world, right? So that's why we gotta think right, act right, love right, believe right, and we'll be eventually to see the bright light. And helping out intentionally from any of our ways, and it could be of a smile, it could be of a comment, it could be of anything supporting along the way. But so yeah, so I wouldn't say necessarily they're givers; they are more of takers, because a lot of times, I mean, some of them it's just wanted for
Right.
themselves. But at the same time, even if we choose to be givers, we can be givers and everything, but at the same time, we can't pour from an empty cup. So at the same time, we gotta definitely genuinely have to take care of ourselves. We have to take care of so many things, and so that we don't get burned out. I mean, burned out is real, folks. I mean, it can happen to
Right.
anyone and everyone. I mean, just like Brian Schumann highlighted, it's so real. I mean, it can happen to everyone and anyone. It happened to me. It
Yeah.
happened to a couple of folks. I mean, it
Yep.
happened to Brian. It happened to Nancy. It
Happened to
happened to
me.
Tim. And I believe it has, yeah, and it has happened to a lot of people. So we shouldn't push ourselves beyond a limit. Yes, we should definitely do it, work hard and everything.
Right.
But at the same time, there's a limit.
Right.
I mean, our mind has rights, our body has rights to rest. Because when
Right.
we rest,
Yeah.
we activate our best. So yeah.
Right. I totally agree. You know, that I went on a 3-month break, and I didn't come back until Tim asked me um, to announce their show. So I don't know if I would have come back that soon. But I was exhausted, like, because when I talk about typically, they're pretty heavy topics, as you know. I'm like, not as a
Yeah.
crier, I don't mean to be the crier, but this is not a crying one. But he also doesn't eat bacon, so I can't have a piece of bacon here going, hey, I have a piece of bacon. But but anyway, that doesn't matter because it was tough. I mean, these conversations that I usually have are pretty tough, and
Yeah.
I couldn't do it. Like I had to take a break because it was just too intense. And so the other day when you had to take a break, I was like, you know what, it's totally fine. I was like, don't even worry about it. I'm like, do not worry about it. And Russ Johns actually helped me figure out what to do because I went directly live and I was like, I don't know how to do that. He's like, just hit live. I was like, okay, but I didn't know how to do that. So you would think I would know how to do that, right? Sorry, Tim. I just didn't know how to do that for class. But I know, right? But I did it. I did it for like 45 minutes and it was fine. And I had the support that I needed because of my LinkedIn family, right? And everybody's talking about, not talking about you in a bad way, concerned about you. So, and that's what we do. That's what we all do for each other here. And it's real. It's
All
very
right.
real. I saw it coming on for you. And I don't think I wanted to hear it from anybody because you're so busy right now and you want to stay busy, but you can't keep going at that rate. It's too
Right.
hard. Take it for somebody I'm an overworker, like bad. I'm a little bit older than you, so I'm your mother. I could be your mother. I could be your mother. Yeah, exactly. That's my job right there. Sorry. It's like,
Yeah.
she's not my mother, but I know. I can be your mother from another father, maybe. I don't know. We look a lot alike.
A lot of life from the heart.
Anyway,
No,
I know, right?
I agree with you. Even in
Yeah,
that regard,
exactly as
right?
they always
Those
say, I
kinds of
guess.
deep, mm-hmm, blur, right? That because hearts, those kinds of
Yeah.
conversations are highly vital. So, because it has been
Yeah.
proven from research wise, is I mean, when we dive deeply towards deep rooted conversation with the intention of knowing the person, or for knowing to get to know
Right.
each other, what our likes,
Right.
what really gets us triggered, what really gets us amplified, what either gets us like upset and stuff like that. And these things are really
Right.
powerful. I mean, and just like you said, I mean, you cover massive topics, like these topics that are, it might be considered like, for some might not be able to talk about it bluntly or openly, because they might think, oh, this is
Right.
not my cup of tea, or it's not something that
Right.
I'll
Hmm.
be hanging on to, I will be clicking on to. But these kinds of conversations should be brought forward in any way, shape, or form. I mean, this is
Right.
actually what established the unity. This is what establishes community, because it allows others to find their voice. It allows others to share their own voice, their story, in
Right.
towards the glory.
Right.
So it's highly, like,
Right.
by all regards. I mean, that one to me,
Yeah.
one-on-one conversation where it's generally so deep, where you both know each other in depth, it's way better than just a
Hmm.
shallow conversation that you may basically know a person for years, but the conversation most of the times it's shallow. But when it's deep,
Right.
it's
Right.
that's pretty good. I mean, it's pretty deep. You connect on another level. That's why there is soul
Hmm.
connected. When you're solely connected with a person prior even to getting
Hmm.
to know them, but you feel like you're solely connected. I mean, just like what Brian says. I mean, once we voice our vibe, we attract our tribe.
Right.
So yeah.
Check your tribe. Yeah. Yeah. That's it. Right there. That is it. And the other thing is that I am an empath, and I don't like it when people say, "Oh, I'm an empath. I'm an empath." But if you truly are, then you can feel what's coming up through even the screen. You can feel what's going on, and you're just like, that's why a lot of times, and people don't understand this. That's why I'm so upset sometimes, because they're trying not to be upset when they're talking about what's going on with them, and I'm like, oh, like it takes my breath away kind of, and I can't even breathe sometimes because I'm like, I can feel exactly the anxiety that they have, and I'm like, okay, so when you have to learn how to block that really well, because if you can't block it well enough, then you take it on yourself. Not their illness, but you take on their feelings and everything. And I don't know if people understand that's why I say it's kind of a difficult mission to have, to talk to people, because right now this mission is more important than ever, because a lot of people don't want to go back to work. They don't want to they don't want to be around people that may be ill, and they're scared. And so that's why they like to talk about this. And they don't want to go back to their bosses and say, hey, I want to work at home still because you don't know this, but I'm really sick. Like I have this disease or whatever. I've been able to see my doctors. I've been able to drink enough water. I've been able to eat enough. And that's why I've been doing so well. That's why a lot of people are doing better at home working than they were doing in the office. So that was part of my mission, to let people actually speak what's going on with them if they want to get it out there and feel comfortable, like talking to the owners of these companies or their bosses, whoever, because I really don't think people should be punished for the illnesses that they may have or things that are going on in their world. And that's my mic
Wow.
drop. I don't have a mic drop, but I do have my ring light drop. Yeah.
Right there,
See,
right
it
there.
puts us like the
Not
little ring
spot
light
on.
right there. That's what I would say. But yeah,
Not
and that's,
spot on.
don't bring the ring light thing, right? Yeah. Thank you.
No,
And
no,
that's,
it's spot
yeah,
on. I
and thank
mean,
you. So no, yeah.
everyone, I mean,
So
deserves that.
I don't.
I mean, yeah, like you said, I mean, I agree with you wholeheartedly in that regard, where everyone should be treated equally, even with those that basically they're facing certain difficulties, or they've got certain,
Right.
certain things, actually, that circumstances or
Right.
situations that they're currently on. But it's still, regardless, I
Right.
mean, whether someone has it or not, still that utmost
Right.
honor, respect, and love should be cherished upon to them, no matter what.
Right.
But now
Right.
the moment actually
And
when,
people shouldn't be
for
punished for that.
right, and at the same time, they shouldn't be judgmental. I mean, what
Right.
for? I mean,
Hmm.
let's say, for instance, I can't be friends with people that are disabled. I can't be with. By the way, those that say that, that means they're mentally and spiritually disabled from the world
Yeah.
and disabled from the love.
Hmm.
So,
Exactly.
and smiles are
Hmm.
free, right? Like what Rich Jones says. I
Right. Right.
mean,
I put that back up
it's
there. I was like, even though I think Russ is gone now, I'm not sure, but I mean, hello, people. Penance is cool and smiles are free. I mean, come on, it is. And when people aren't friendly or they're not kind, and that's pretty much what your podcast is about. Excuse me, like
so
with
good.
the five people, the Fab Five. right? So
Mhm.
actually, I think that everybody should head over to Tim's show. Even though I don't want to get rid of you, I know it's because I don't want to, because I love you, Usama. I have a big
Love you
heart for you.
back.
I have a big heart for you.
Love you back.
Thank you.
Love you back. Love you back.
Love you too.
Love you back.
So you guys and gals, thank you so much for coming tonight. We really appreciate it, and it means a lot to me that you showed up, and Usama too. Usama, we had some great folks show up tonight. Would you like to try to remember? Yeah. I can't even remember everybody. There's Mariella, there's Wes Johns, there's Barkley. We're gonna forget.
There's Tim Son. There's Mariella.
Tim. There's Krista. Krista, who's never, Krista has never come and watched one of my shows before. So I'm very honored that she came. Actually, honored that all of you came today. We have Alexandra, right? Alexandra was here too.
Yeah, Alexandra.
Alexandra Rose. Yeah. And I'm gonna forget his name. There's another gentleman that came on too, which is very kind that you showed up. I can't remember his name.
There's a lot. There's a lot of lovely. Okay.
There are a lot. I know, right? Oh no, I don't know how to say his name. It's VMDH. Oh, I don't.
Nah, this is just. Yeah, it's fake. It's fake.
Yeah,
that's fake.
That's a spam.
That's fake.
Yeah, it's a fake one from
YouTube, but those.
And no, there's another one.
No.
YouTube.
Russ Jones.
That same thing. That's the one. Yep. Russ. Yep. Mark Lee. Oh gosh. And this gentleman has never come on my show, and he came on because he wanted to see you. Marsha Reese, the Copper, and she totally wants to talk to you. Look at all these shows you got on.
Who?
It's crazy. You got on 2 shows. You got on a whole bunch of shows tonight. Well, not a whole bunch, but 2. Mark Lees and Russ Johns.
Oh, it's all thanks to you. And all thanks to you, man, for connecting. Yeah, it's wonderful souls.
No, I've been telling them about you. But actually, Kara's pretty good friends with him. But anyway, I can't remember the name of Tim's show tonight. It's going to start in 20 minutes.
22 minutes. Yeah.
The cancer show. Yeah. But do you remember the name of it? I should know. He came out on my show, like I should know. He came out about his cancer, not anything else. I can't remember. Anyway, it's okay. It's totally fine. But for everybody, if there's anybody we missed, which I know there's some people that we missed, thank you very much for showing up tonight. Usama, thank you for showing up tonight. Now go back to bed now. You're drinking any more
Thank
coffee.
You so much for having me.
You don't drink coffee. Thank you. I love you.
Love you back.
And Happy New Year, right?
A blessed year upon you and upon everybody.